आजादी का अमृत महोत्सव। आजादी का सफर AIR न्यूज के संग। India's glorious fight for freedom is one of the greatest struggles the modern world has ever witnessed. AIR News brings you a glimpse of the valiant struggle every day. In today's episode, we will briefly explore the lives of two great Indians from the southern part of our country, Dheerar Sathyamurthy and P. Krishna Pillai.
Today is the birth anniversary of the brave heart Sundara Shastri Sathyamurthy. An orator par excellence, S. Sathyamurthy hailed from Tirumayam in the princely state of Pudukkottai of the present-day Tamil Nadu. Born on 19th of August 1887, he had a traditional upbringing. After completing education from Madras, he practiced as a lawyer for a brief period. But the quest for freedom made him become a rebel with a cause.
He actively took part in the protests against the colonial rulers, be it partition of Bengal, Rowlatt Act, Jallianwala Bagh massacre or Simon Commission. Sathyamurthy was at the forefront.
When Sathyamurthy became the mayor of Madras in 1939, the city was facing acute water scarcity. A visionary politician, Sathyamurthy pressed upon the need for building a reservoir in Pundi, about 50 kilometers west of the city, to augment the water supply. Today also, it remains the only reservoir of water for Chennai. Sathyamurthy was also a champion of fine arts, especially Carnatic music. He was instrumental in setting up the Music Academy of Madras.
He actively participated in the Swadeshi movement and the Quit India movement and was arrested by the British in 1942. Sathyamurthy was put on trial and was sentenced to rigorous imprisonment in Amravati jail. During the journey, he hurt his spinal cord and eventually succumbed to injuries on 28 March 1943 at General Hospital, Madras. Sundara Shastri Sathyamurthy was also the political mentor of senior Congress politician K. Kamaraj.
Today is also the birth and death anniversary of P. Krishna Pillai, a revolutionary freedom fighter associated with Vaikama Satyagraha, Salt Satyagraha and Guruvayur temple movement.
Although one of the founders of the left movement in the present-day Kerala, Krishna Pillai began his career in the Indian National Congress, first as a Gandhian and then as a Congress socialist. He was an active volunteer of Vaikam Satyagraha for temple entry in 1924, which was led by E.V. Ramasamy. Vaikam temple entry movement was against untouchability and caste discrimination. The success of the long-drawn protest led to the opening of temples to all the people of Hindu religion.
Kausalya Supraja Rama Purva Sandhya Pravartate Uttishta Narashardula Kartavyam Devamanhikam.
He took part in the Salt Satyagraha March from Kozhikode to Payanur in 1930 and braved the brutal blows of the British to hold afloat the tricolour in true Gandhian style. In 1931, he became the first non-Brahmin to ring the temple bell of the Guruvayur temple.
By 1936, Krishna Pillai, who until then had initially concentrated his political activities in the Malabar region, expanded it to Cochin and Travancore. In 1938, he organized the famous workers' strike in Allapura, which turned out to be a great success and an inspiring factor behind the Punnapura Vayalar struggle of 1946. He was a great organizer who succeeded in reaching out to the oppressed masses of Kerala and making them aware of their rights.
At the time of his untimely death, on August the 19th, 1948, of snake bite, Krishna Pillai was perhaps the most familiar face in the homes of the labourers and peasants of Kerala, a leader known for his courage and dynamism, humaneness and uncompromising stand against exploitation and oppression. That brings us to the end of this episode of Azadi Ka Safar AIR News ke Sang. See you in the next episode tomorrow.